This is Dr. Bonnie Graham.
After a laboratory briefing by scientists at the National Institutes of Health, President Joe Biden announced a major new increase in coronavirus vaccine is on the way.
Just this afternoon, we signed the final contracts for 100 million more Moderna and 100 million more Pfizer vaccines. We're also able to move up the delivery dates with an additional 200 million vaccines to the end of July, faster than we expected.
So far, at least 33 million people in the U.S. have gotten at least their first dose of vaccine, and more than 10 million have gotten a second shot. Biden says his administration is on track to exceed his promise of 100 million doses in its first 100 days. And his chief medical advisor says approximately 300 million Americans will be vaccinated by July or August.
By the time we get to April, that will be what I would call, for better wording, open season. Namely, virtually everybody and anybody in any category could start to get vaccinated. From then on, it would likely take several more months just logistically to get vaccine into people's arms, so that hopefully as we get into the middle and end of the summer, we could have accomplished the goal of what we're talking about.
Biden said the government has spent $3 billion to set up vaccine centers in states across the country. Still, governors say they haven't got enough vaccine to keep up with demand.
People are going to continue to struggle to get an appointment, as we've said over and over and over again at probably the last 8 press conferences. You can't schedule an appointment if you don't have a vaccine.
So we were under the distinct impression there was...
Biden praised the scientists at NIH, but said the former president left him with what he called a big mess.
My predecessor, be very blunt about it, did not do his job in getting ready for the massive challenge of vaccinating hundreds of millions of Americans. He didn't order enough vaccines. He didn't mobilize enough people to administer the shots. He didn't set up a federal vaccine centers where eligible people could go and get their shots. When I became president 3 weeks ago, America had no plan to vaccinate most of the country.
Meanwhile, congressional leaders say a $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief and recovery package, including $20 billion for vaccine distribution, will be ready for Biden to sign into law by early March. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera.